The Isle of Portland. On the southern coast of England in the English Channel, it's 4 miles long and 1.5 miles wide. And this, Portland Harbour, up until 1995 used to be a Royal Navy base, with dockyard, refuelling and training facilities. Nowadays, the harbour is a civilian port and popular recreation area. In 2012, it was used for the Olympic Games. Although the Navy are no longer based here, there is one ex-military man nearby who's using the area for close protection training, a popular career that many ex-forces men and women get into. Taking that decision to leave the military and move into Civvy Street is a daunting prospect for most service leavers, although nowadays there's an abundance of support and assistance out there. But at the end of the 80s, that assistance was pretty much non-existent, which made it even more challenging. Fitting back into normal life is tough, but I'm off to meet a man who is now right at home in Civvy Street, and with his business is helping ex-forces men and women get new civilian careers. Hi.
Hi. Hi Laura, nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. So out of uniform now, 25 years in your civilian kit.
I am.
And now this is it, you've set up here?
It is, yeah. This is Transecure TSG. We're based down here in Portland. We're a high-level security training operator, i.e. we train people from the military, mostly from the military, that want to become close protection officers and go and work around the world in different theatres of operation.
Right, excellent. And this are the offices?
They are. If you're happy, we'll go and have a wander in. You can have a look around. Yeah, we're very lucky. We're on a nice location in the island of Portland. As you can see, we've got great views and we've also got great facilities. So let's go and have a look. Okay, well,
Evan Moore joined the Army when he was 18 years old. With what was known then as the 16th 5th Royal Lancers, he did his basic training in Catterick. He completed tours in Belize, Cyprus and Germany before deciding that the military was no longer for him.
I got a little bit kind of disillusioned, I suppose. I was doing quite well on the rank structure, but I just thought that due to family restraints that I would actually look for life outside. That was a major hurdle because you didn't have the services that you've got now, which our lads that come on our courses have actually get a lot of benefit from. You were kind of thrown out with, I wouldn't say you were thrown out, but you were kind of let loose with nothing really. A little bit of advice, but no sort of further help.
Evan's comrade from the Army and friend John was also looking for work on Civvy Street. So eventually they went into business together, but it was tough.
John left a few years before I did. He had the same hurdles, leaving. He was in and out of jobs every 5 minutes, couldn't really settle. Done numerous other things, but nothing really fits. And then he started to do the close protection circuit. He worked a lot overseas. Gleaned a lot of sort of knowledge over in that side, and we've always been quite close and we've always lived on the island together, so we've always been able to have contact. And then we just sort of one day decided and said, well, you know, we've actually done a bit, maybe it's time we, you know, the old saying, those that can't do teach. We thought we would actually have a go and just see if it would work. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the next day in our close protection training. Well done for yesterday, good effort by everybody. Everybody did very well. So the aim of today then is we're going to do practical skills, formations used to escort a VIP whilst on foot and by car. We obviously had to go away and learn and gain teaching qualifications to do this. You can't just set up and away you go. Then you have to be accredited by a training centre or a training organisation. Ours is EdExcel. And we obviously work under their criteria for the issue of the BTEC qualifications. Along with the close protection, we also do all of the medical training and we even do aviation training as well. So we cover the whole spectrum of things that perhaps a CP officer would be expected to do, including the maritime. So we're quite diverse and full range of courses.
The course that is run caters for men and women who have left the military and want to get their qualification in close protection. A lot of the lessons are classroom-based, but the real test for the lads are security scenarios, and it's the planning that's key.
Okay, Laura, well, as you can see, we're in the harbour area now. This is the first part of the scenario that we talked through this morning. What we'd like for today is for you to be the VIP.
I can do that,
so what I'm going to do is hand you over to the team in a moment, and they're going to go through their walking drills and take you over to the vehicle, and then we're going to put you in the vehicle, and then we're going to take you out for a bit of a journey up to another location. and go from there. You quite happy to do that?
I'm happy to do that, it's fine.
Fantastic.
So is this their first real scenario that they're kind of going through?
Yeah, it is. Obviously, these guys are all competent operators anyway, but yes, this is the first one of the course. And as I said, it's just to sort of hone those skills and just refresh the skills as part of their certification for their BTEC Level 3 qualification.
So you'd like me to act as the VIP? I've just come off this
Yes,
luxury yacht.
Yes, very nice too.
And I'm going to be looked after.
Yeah, I'll hand you over to the team. Jamie's going to be your CP officer. Matt's going to be the team leader, as said earlier, and there's the rest of your team, so off you go.
My name's Jamie, I'm your PPO today.
Nice to meet you. In the field, most close protection work is similar to this. A tasking to look after a VIP or delegate, whether it be here in the UK or overseas. This scenario includes the students taking me safely from the harbour to a local castle. The cars must stay in convoy at all times, and each team must be in constant communication.
All stations, November 2.
So we'll talk to the man himself, Evan.
Hi.
So I've been the VIP.
Mm-hmm.
They've treated me very well. How are you happy with them?
Yeah, very good. Positioning was very good. Vehicles came in at the right angle. The vehicle is exactly where it should be, parked adjacent to the door. This would be what's called an orthodox approach. So you'd be going straight into the vehicle. If it was unorthodox, then you would be getting out the other side. Then we would have to make a decision of whether we brought you around the vehicle or perhaps came in the other way to make it an orthodox. So I was happy with the guys. I think it all worked very well. Team leader did extremely well. Yeah, happy with that scenario. It's good.
The team leader is Matthew Mills.
I think you just know in yourself when enough's enough, don't you? It was just the right time for me, and I wanted to see what else was out there. I joined as a boy soldier at 16, so just wanted to see what else was out there. It suits me, the rotations you do when you work overseas, sort of 8 weeks on, 4 weeks off. And it's quite addictive. I've been working in the UK for 2.5 years now, and I've pretty much wanted to go back for the last 2, but I thought I'd better give it a real shot.
You wanted to go back and work, you mean, like in
overseas,
different...
yeah.
So do you think that's because you're a military background, though, that you're kind
I'd
of not
imagine
100%
so, yeah.
settled? Do you like to...
I find the commute really difficult, and an office environment, it doesn't suit me. I just prefer to be away.
James Stewart joined the army in 2002 and transferred to 3 Yorks to play rugby. After tours in Iraq, Afghanistan and Kosovo, he decided to leave and try out rugby as a civilian.
I went to get out really. I thought 10 years is enough for me. I like playing sport, rugby, so back home I play for West Bowling, and that's in summer. Then in winter I play for Dudley Hill, that's like a good level really. When I got out, like basically it's like my close mates, I miss them really. Just when I'm going back home, seeing them, I just realise I need to come out, interact with them more than start like a new career up. Basically I worked when I got out of army, and I found it hard to work with like civilians, interacting with them telling me what to do. So I thought, listen, for me, I need to get back where I want to do. That's doing like close protection.
Back in the office, the students have a debrief on the recent scenario. Everybody here has a military background, and Chris Dawson, who's in the Marines for 10 years, says it helps that the trainers are also from the forces.
Brilliant straight away, because you've not got a civilian that's reading off a pamphlet. You've actually got someone that's been and done it, so you can relate to how they speak and how you speak, and little bits of jargon where other people just look at you funny. Training staff are brilliant. I've done the close protection course just to have another string to my bow, and also doing the FPOS to keep my med up, because that needs to be done every 3 years as well. So I've get the tick in the box to carry on working, to carry on doing what I'm doing, because you never know what's going to happen.
I basically decided to do this so that I've got more experience. Like I said, I would like to do various things. With my background, it suits, and I heard the course was quite a good course to do, so came down here on the advice of one of my friends, and yeah, it's a good course.
It's not just the lads that enjoy the course. Evan has also found a career that he loves while still working with like-minded people from the military.
The banter's there almost from the first 5 minutes when they walk in the door. After they've all been introduced, within 10 minutes you think we'd known each other for years. Everybody just falls back into it. And I think it is a comfort zone. I think it's one of these things that, you know, when you've been in the military, you're never out of the military really, you're just away from it. It's always there in the back of your mind. You've got good times, you've got bad times, of course. You know, you try to forget the bad times, you know. But yeah, no, they're a good bunch and they're very easy to teach because they're coming in with the right attitude to what they want to achieve. And that's a great asset for us because it makes it really, to be honest with you, an easy job. You do get a kick out of it, I'll be perfectly honest with you. This is something we felt we could do and that we would be good at. And from what we've been told, we're doing okay. It's nice to see them go out of the door. We've had a lot of our lads that keep in touch with us and they've gone into some fantastic jobs working for embassies, working for rich and famous people, and basically just doing everything they want to do. And of course for them, it's so natural and it's a comfort zone. And it's not badly paid neither, which is another good asset.
Like many soldiers who leave the military, it's taken a while for Evan to find his feet and feel comfortable on Civvy Street. But he's now happy in a business that's going from strength to strength.